All right, guys. So, got the truck all buttoned up, back in order. So I'm gonna show y'all. If you've been on the channel before, you've seen the truck plenty of times. If you want to see more detailed about building it out, when I first started, scroll all the way down. Should be the first couple videos. But '08 F-150, um, regular old work truck. If four-wheel drive, you don't really need four-wheel drive, but I've used it once since I got the truck, so I guess I needed it one time. But almost got stuck in somebody's yard. But yeah, nothing special. Bought it from the water department a couple cities away a couple years ago. I do need to get some tires again, but show y'all my setup. So you noticed before I had that long toolbox over here. Well, I got rid of that last year, and I got small toolboxes. These are buyer's box, so they name brand. They a little pricey, but it's the size I needed depth wise for my setup and everything. So I got a deep marine battery in here. It's not hooked up to nothing actually right now, but and on this side, water, pressure. Still got my handy dandy vise. Two Predator 6.5 gallon a minute machines. I got these little cubby holes that are mounted. Ball valve guns in here. And whenever I need to do something machine, just two nuts to take off and then disconnect it from the hoses, and then I can take it off. Down here I got some storage, wet full sign, my X-Jet hose. That is a cover for the machines if I think it's gonna get rain a lot the next couple days while the truck's sitting outside or whatnot. Water tank, SH tank. Got a couple bottles of chlorine. This is my X-Jet bucket that I also use all the time for just pouring chlorine in there. General pump, injector 2.3, that's all I use. And then this one I don't have one for right now because it stopped working, but I got one ordered, so I'll have another one for that side. Over there I got a, I think 12-inch surface cleaner that attaches to wand. I use it a lot for apartment complexes like stairs and stuff like that, so it comes in handy. Over here I got step ladder. You can put it right here for getting up and down. Got two extension wands, brush, spray bottle, degreaser, and then over here I got some more degreasers and spray bottles and stuff like that. And then extra 50 feet of garden hose in there. And then up here you got my extension brush. Goes up to like 25-ish feet maybe or something. I've had it for 4 years. Bought it from Lowe's. This came in handy a lot. Extension ladder, step ladder, and then I got surface cleaners mounted. This one is a 24-inch Amazon Chinese off-brand. They don't even have a brand, I don't guess. This one's Amazon Chinese off-brand, whatever that is. This was pretty nice. It's 20 inch, yeah, 20 inch. I just got it probably 2-3 months ago. Works pretty well. You gotta change the tips to meet your machine specifications. Same thing with this guy. I don't like the tips on these. I will never order one of these again. So I don't know if you can tell, it's the same tips out here, but they're hard to find because down here they are 1/4 inch tips, instead of 3/8 maybe, whatever all the name brand ones, General Pump and all that come with. It's really hard to find tips for this one, and I mean it's smaller, so you're losing pressure. But that's my only complaint about this surface cleaner, this brand surface cleaner. The tips are smaller, but it works fine for what I need it for. And then pressure, water, cones, another toolbox. I got tools, spare parts. This is my new toy. I've had it for a couple months. Dual turbo nozzle. Use the heck out of it. And then I got a single turbo nozzle, X-Jet, and green tip. And that's about it. Commercial water key. This is my bar for my 12-inch. I gotta put back on. And I got an extra gun. And that's about it. Water over here. Water comes in there, goes up here, and then I pick whether I want it to go into this tank, the other tank, or my little shower rinse off hose right here. So that's a nice little thing to have. And then on this side, it's the same thing. Water comes in here, and then I can pick whether it goes in that tank or the other tank, which I just hardly ever use that to fill up the other tank, but the option is there. 2 squeegees. If you do apartment complexes, breezeways, get squeegee. Need to get as much of that water out of there as possible. You don't want the customers or residents, whatever, coming home and just sloshing on water. And then a hard bristle brush for scrubbing, soft bristle brush up there. And that's it, guys. I mean, it's simple setup. I got basically a 2-man truck, so I can be using everything on this side, and somebody else can be using everything on this side. Got 2 surface cleaners, 2 turbo nozzles, 2 ball valves, 2 guns, 2 everything. The only downside is you got to be connected to 2 different water sources if you're using both machines. If I'm only using one machine, which is what I'm doing 90% of the time, I'm only filling up one tank. I only got one set of hoses that ran, and everything else is just extra, basically. But I do have the capabilities to run 2 different machines, or I can run them together and make 12 gallons a minute, which is my plan in a couple of weeks. I should have my hose in this week. You gotta buy a special hose that just is basically 2 into 1, but it's got check valves so that this one's not feeding that way, So it's got to be a special hose. You can't just have like a 2-to-1 hose. It's got to have check valves and everything so it don't back feed or whatever. But that's coming in the mail. A little pricey on it. I think it's like 150 bucks for that little hose. But if it can make 2 machines into 1, we'll give it a shot and see. Hopefully that'll work out great. I should be able to fly with my 24-inch surface cleaner instead of doing a slow walk. But yeah, that's it. Pretty simple setup. Perfect for a 1-man show or a 2-man show. And then, this is a regular size truck. It's a 6.5 foot truck. It's not even 8 foot bed. 6.5 foot. Stock suspension. I've never really had issues with weight or anything. I don't keep my water tanks full, hardly ever when I'm driving. There's no point in that. First thing I do when I get to a customer's place, I hook water hose up, and by the time it gets that tank basically full, I done got everything set up and ready to go. And that's about it. So if y'all have any questions, anything, drop a comment. If you have any questions about the wood skid, scroll down a couple, all the way to the bottom. You'll see me building that. This is actually not the same one that I built. I replaced it last spring whenever I changed my truck up, but it's exactly the same design basically as the other one. It's just strictly 4x8 piece of plywood on some 2x4s or 4x4s, I guess, and then 2x4 sides with 1x12 shelving, I guess is what it was. So I mean, very simple setup. So, and like I said, manual hose reels. I don't have the keys hooked up because Predator motors start first pull every time. So you don't even need a battery or anything, you know, nothing to maintain. I don't use any kind of 12-volt soft wash thing. I either downstream, or if I need more, I exjet. And that's it. I mean, that's all I need for what I do. So very simple setup.